Hello everybody, welcome to another quick flight tutorial, ILS flight tutorial in the Cessna 172 Skyhawk. First thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure it's the middle of the day for Los Angeles International Airport. That's where I want to fly to make sure the sun's right over the airport, around there. And I have something in mind already. I want to take off from Los Alamitos. That's going to be our departure. Los Angeles, our arrival. I'll go ahead and set up the flight plan. Don't worry about departure procedures. One thing I like to do first, I like to click here, navigation log, make sure the stopwatch is enabled so we can slow down, speed up the sim rate, and make sure we're in real time. Then I want to click flight details, make sure we're in VFR, and go back to flight plan. Come all the way down here. Oh, it's already set up, ILS 25 right, and the Trendo transition, and you can see that here. That's already enabled and ready to go, as I did do this previously. Let's go ahead and go to the airport. Start flight. Okay, welcome back. I wanted to start this way so I can show you how to turn on the airplane and do all that stuff and set everything up. Here we are at Los Alamitos. Let's go ahead and jump in. You want to put the mixture into full rich. Throttle to about 6 to 8%. And we want to come over here. Click arm. Battery and alternator on. And we want to make sure our fuel selector is selected to both. And what you want to do, I like to go ahead and set up flaps. So flaps 50%, B on your keyboard. Flaps 1 for takeoff flaps. Anyway, we come over here, switch this to both. You want to yell out prop clear. You want to make sure the strobe light's on too, usually before you do this. We're not worried about that. Hold it down. That's how you do that. We'll set up the rest. Avionics 1 and 2. I just like to put on beacon, nav lights since it's the middle of the day. Cabin power 12 volt. We're at 15 degrees Celsius, so we don't have to worry about pitot heat. Now we'll just come over here, click either here or here to bring this up. And we want to go to procedures. Now it's already set up as far as ILS 25 right, and we can check that here. ILS 25 right, Trendo transition. But if you want to select it yourself, you just go to here, go select approach, enter using the big knob. Enter, ILS 25 right is what we're looking for. Enter, then Trendo transition. Enter. Now just click flight plan because I don't want to activate it, although technically we could activate it. We'll do that later. Flight plan, you can see here we need to be at 1900 feet just for the runway. That's so we set up the vertical navigation mode. We'll do that once we've reached flight altitude. We need to go ahead and go down here to the arrival airport. Click arrival airport. Charts. Click charts. Approach. And come down here. 25 right. ILS 25 right. You just need to know two things, or actually one thing. We just need to know the ILS frequency. 111.1. And again, we just want to verify that we need to be at 1900 feet to intercept the glide slope. But we can see that here. So we're not worried about that. Now, what we want to do is go ahead and set up our navigation frequency. What you want to do is click swap. Now it's set to 111.1. And if you want to set them both up, 111.1, that's already set up to go here and here. We can go ahead and set up flight altitude. I want to make it around 2,500 feet. Click flight level change. Then we want to bring this up to about 67%. You can see that here. Flight level change is enabled. We want to set up the knots. The speed of our climb is going to be around 67 knots. So we don't go any slower than that and we don't stall. And that's set up, ready to go. And we'll just line up our heading bug. That'll be that little blue dot here with the GPS. We'll have to tweak it as we go. Then we just click heading mode. And I believe we're ready to go. Okay. Takeoff flaps are enabled. Okay, let's go ahead and get up out of here. Take off parking brake. Let's go. Everything looks good in green. Airspeed's alive. V1, rotate. Right around 70 knots. I'm going to put flaps up. Make sure our flaps are all the way up. Go ahead and check that. Yep, flaps up. Go ahead and enable autopilot. Now the autopilot's flying the plane. First thing we want to do is we want to tweak the heading bug here. Let's go ahead and answer him before he gets upset.
Los Alamitos Tower, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. Continue for west departure.
Make sure the heading bug lines up with the runway. Lines up with the GPS line, I'm sorry. Then go ahead and click nav mode. Navigation mode. It's already intercepted the GPS line. Now it could be that the plane starts overturning and acting up. Because it definitely happens. Let's see. Confirm flaps up. Yeah, it's starting to do it again. You can see it's dropping knots, so we're going to turn off the autopilot. And we're going to try to line it up ourselves. Make sure it's lined up. Click autopilot again. Autopilot's enabled. Now we're following the GPS. And the plane's not acting a fool. This game still acts up sometimes. And we just need to get to 2,500 feet. I'm going to speed up the sim rate a little bit.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra, leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Back in real time. Let's go ahead and answer this ATC crap.
Los Alamitos Tower, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. Frequency change.
It's going a little higher than 2,500 feet. I'm not sure, but anyway, altitude is set. Autopilot enable. We're on the GPS line. You can see that all here. Now, again, we need to be at 1,900 feet just before the runway. That's what we know. So we're going to set up that 1,900 feet right here. Click vertical navigation mode. That should be armed. Now we can double check it here. Let's take the flight plan off for a second. You can see our top of descent is right around there. Let's take our speed a little bit. Lower our speed a little bit. Top of descent is there. Trend transition is coming up quickly. Click procedure. And we'll have to click activate approach. Click activate approach. Click enter. Then we can double check it. Yeah, it's blinking. That means we're going to the next directly to the transition. So that's ready to go. Okay, let's go ahead and speed up time a bit. 3 times sim rate. And I'll do that to just before the turn. We're back in real time just before the turn. I'll make sure here. Okay, we're back in real time. Sometimes the game can go wonky when we're in the turns at a high sim rate. And since we'll be lining up with the runway, we can go ahead and click approach to hopefully arm the localizer. But we won't be doing that just yet. I want to wait till I complete the turn because sometimes it bugs out. We can double check to see if we have a top of descent. There it is. And from there, the plane will bring us down all on its own to the indicated altitude, which is set up here, which you can see here, 1,900 feet. Now we're lined up, we'll go ahead and click approach mode. And we switch over to localizer. Good. And you can see our glide slope is right over here. We should intercept it as we keep going. If not, you could always click altitude hold mode. There it is. It actually is on. Wait for the glide slope to come in. So we'll speed up the sim rate until that happens. can see the glide slope coming down right here. Come back in real time. Just in time to see it come in. And there it is. Glide slope enabled. And that just means the plane will take us down all by itself to the runway. Let's go ahead and slow down our airspeed again. Let's go ahead and speed up the sim rate a little bit. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to set up flaps. But I'll need to lower my speed. What I like to do is bring the speed all the way out. So we can bring our speed down quickly. And when we get below 90 knots, we can go ahead and put in 1 notch flaps, maybe 2 notch flaps. 1 notch flaps. Maybe 2 notch flaps. Then immediately put the throttle to half again. Now we have 2 notch flaps in. I'll wait to put in the last notch of flaps till we get close to the runway. And we can go ahead and speed up the sim rate. Again, the autopilot's doing everything for us and guiding us to the runway. Okay. Back at a normal sim rate. Make sure we're in real time. We are at 500. Now I can usually put in the last notch flaps, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and fly her in at this around this speed, around 70 knots. Bring out the accelerator just a bit. Accelerate it to half again. What I'll do is aim for those little white dots, little white lines there at the beginning of the runway. When I get there, I'm going to look off to the far end of the runway. I'm going to get as close to the ground as possible. And I'm going to take out the accelerator all the way and let the plane glide down on its own. Let's get a little closer to the runway. Take out the accelerator all the way. Try to keep it lined up at the center line. Keep it down. Okay, we're down. Accelerator's out all the way. Well, let's go over there then. Usually stop here and request taxi. But instead, I'm just going to show you how to turn off the airplane. Set the parking brake in. And I just like to do it this way. Pull this all the way out. Throttle all the way out. Put flaps back to 0. And just turn everything off, starting with the battery and alternator, standby battery. Turn everything else off. Come on here, make sure the fuel selector is on the left or right. Turn the key all the way to off. Usually pull out the key and leave it on the top of the dashboard. Okay, that's how you do it. I hope you enjoyed this quick flight tutorial, ILS flight tutorial. If you did, think about giving a like, think about subscribing. I'm a new channel, I need all the help I can get, but it's up to you. If not, it's all love. Take care, we'll see you in the next one.